So since we've only got one electric sander right now, while Morgan is doing some sanding in the trailer, I get to clean the MaxxFan that's been on the top of our other trailer for a couple years. It is a bit dirty, to say the least, but at least once I give it a clean, then it can get installed, and that's one more task off our list and one step closer to having the trailer done.
First step this morning is going to be taking the MaxxAir cover off the fan that's in the bedroom, and then we're going to move it to the back vent where the bathroom fan is. So now we've got the cover off here. We're going to measure how far the hardware was on this cover so that I can drill it onto the other vent, and then we can just install it really easily. Okay, so the next step, I have to open the vent cover so that I can drill some holes in it, put the hardware in the side, and then we'll put the cover on this vent. So the way the hardware works, you have this bracket. So the screw goes into your vent. So we're going to drill a pilot hole in the vent, put the screw in. Then you take the bracket, once it's all screwed in, all four of them, and put the cover over top of it. So it'll sit like this, hopefully. Then you put your lock washer on. And you put your nut on and torque it down. You'll have four of those and it'll hold the vent up. So now that we've removed the cover that was on the vent and moved it to the bathroom fan vent, we need to remove this vent to put our Fantastic / MaxxFan in. Not really sure what it's called. So first step on that is removing all of this old sealant so that we can remove the vent, clean up all the sealant that was on there, and then we can work on prepping the surface for our fan. So now that we've removed the old, now broken vent cover, I've got to clean all the rest of this sealant off so we have a nice clean surface to put our Eternabond down. It's been about a year since we filmed the replacement of the MaxxFan on the trailer, and I now know that is not the proper use of Eternabond. So if you're doing this project, or any project where you're replacing or adding in a vent fan, there is a kit. I will link it in the description. I'll show a picture right now. And it's a vent install kit. It has butyl tape. That's what you want to use, not Eternabond. And you'll see that later, that when I'm using the Eternabond, I have to add extra die-core to seal the top of it because it's meant for repairs. It has a glossy plastic something surface on top. It's not meant for this job. Don't use Eternabond, use butyl tape. now that the old cover's gone, I've cleaned all the caulk off, all the other Eternabond tape. I've taken our Eternabond tape, and because it's about 4 inches thick, I've cut it all in half. Not all of it, just the stuff I needed. And I've pre-cut it to fit around. A little bit of overlap, so we can lay the Eternabond down, and then lay the receiver bracket around on top of it once it's all sealed up, and then put the receiver bracket on. I'm going to put some die-core down where we're going to be putting the new screw holes. Put the screws in, put some more die-core on the edge and over top of the screws so no leaks get in around the new vent, and then we'll install the MaxxFan on top of it. So this just fits great on the bracket, and then we'll put 4 screws into it to secure it. We have to wire these wires for the fan. They have connectors on them from before. I'm probably not going to use those. I'm going to cut those off. I've got these little splice connectors. They're probably garbage, but they'll do the job. And I'm going to splice some new wire onto that, and then splice into this light here, and we'll see if we blow a fuse. So the wiring's done. Just to recap, what we did is we had the wires that came with the fan. They had these connectors on them from before. I didn't use those. I ran a bit longer wire using the splice right here, and I spliced into the light here, as you can see. So the light still works, and the fan works, and we didn't break a fuse yet with both on, so we'll see how that works out. So now that we know the fan works, the last piece of the puzzle is the trim piece. We'll just go up here. We will have to trim the trim piece. Might go this way. This might not even be the right trim piece. Uh-oh. So what we ended up doing was contacting MaxxAir and getting ourselves a new trim piece for in the trailer here. The trim piece we had come off of the older trailer, and the roof dimensions were much smaller than this, so we needed a new trim piece, and MaxxAir sent that out to us free of charge. They had great customer support. This was the second piece that they sent us out free of charge, the first one being the roof flange that I was missing. So MaxxAir, great customer support, and the fan is still working. It's working fine just the way it's spliced in. once I put our new solar and batteries in, I might run a dedicated circuit to the fan so that we don't have the dimming of the lights when the fan's on, but other than that, it's been great. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you didn't learn anything. I'm definitely not an expert. I have no idea what I'm doing, but if I managed to install this fan, so can you. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and if not, I'll see you on another time.